Last week I told you, so these are all my credit cards. 15 credit cards. I talked about the first 6, now I'm going to talk about the other 9. So I talked about the first 6 credit cards that I got right after my foreclosure. It wasn't right after, it was actually 5 years after my foreclosure when I decided to restart and rebuild my credit. And I talked about all of these cards, and today I'm going to be talking about the other 9. If you haven't caught that video, check it here. I have it linked up, and you can learn about all the credit cards I got. Now, the first card that I got, well, the first card that I'll be talking about, which is credit card number 7, is the Sportsman Guide Visa card. So if many of you have been learning about building credit, you do know about the Comenity Shopping Cart trick. Every once in a while, I talk about it on my website, and I do think it is a great way to build credit. You don't need to have the best credit to build credit with the Comenity Bank shopping cart trick. The key advantage here is that there is no hard credit inquiry when you apply using the Comenity shopping trick method, if you do it correctly. And when you do it correctly, they only ask for the last 4 digits of your social security number. Normally these are store cards, and it does not work as well as it did 3 years ago. I'm going to put that out there right now. But if you're looking for a line of credit that has no annual fee or fees and your credit is not that good, there are still a few cards that you can still do the shopping cart trick with. And the one that my viewers have had the best success with is the Express Store card. Now, I have been able to get these pop-up offers using the shopping cart trick, and I have an article that I basically describe on how you do it. And I did this article a long time ago, February 2017. It's not my shining star of articles, but there's some good information on it, and some of it is still relevant in the fact of how you actually do the shopping cart trick. The relevant thing about this article is I talk about how to do the shopping cart trick and which cards are issued by Comenity Bank. Now, not all Comenity Bank issued store cards allow you to do the shopping cart trick. At the bottom of the article, I list the credit cards, the store cards I was able to get a pop-up offer with, but I do not believe that you can do that with many of these offers today. If you were able to get any of those credit cards that I have in that article, just put it in the comments section. I know you're going to say Express card. That's definitely one you can still do this with. But back in the day, I wanted to see if I could get a major credit card using the shopping cart trick, and I was able to do that with Sportsman Guide. And I did a really good article on it. It is one of my longer ones, but it has a lot of information, and this has been a pretty good credit card. And I did get this card without a hard credit inquiry, a Visa credit card. But the only thing that happened, I did the shopping cart trick correctly, but I did not get approved right away for this card. They said they needed to mull things over, and they did, because I'm holding this card right now. But I definitely checked my credit report, and I did not have a hard credit inquiry when I applied for this card. I have a link for the Sportsman Guide, which is supposed to be a direct link to the soft inquiry application, which is unusual. You usually have to follow the normal steps to get a pop-up. But this link, I have it, and it doesn't seem to work anymore. You can do me a favor and check it out if you were able to get an approval using this link and a soft inquiry approval. But always remember with the shopping cart trick, to feel confident it is a true shopping cart trick is that they will only ask for the last 4 digits of your social security number. And if you want to learn more about it because you've never heard about it, check out that article and learn how you can get a unsecured store credit card with no fees, even if you do not have the best credit. One of my favorite credit cards is the Discover It card. This is a really handy card to have. Some people are concerned that you cannot use it everywhere as much as you can MasterCard and Visa. I can only think of 2 or 3 times that it was not an option to use for a payment method, but generally if you have a Discover card, and I will be talking about one of my American Express cards, or actually 2, but they also are pretty much accepted everywhere now, so don't let that hold you back, because this is a handy dandy card to have, because you will get 5% cash back in certain categories. And what's really good with this one is that you get 5% cash back your first year, and you get an additional 5%, so you get 10% cash back. And then if you're purchasing things that are not in the category, you get 1% cash back and 2% cash back the first year. But you, just to make it a little bit clear, you get access to the first 1% or 5% right away, and then later you get the rest. But trust me, you get it all. And you can believe that the first year I was using this card for everything. If for some reason you're not interested in the Discover It card but want a card that is similar, Chase Freedom operates pretty much the same way. They do not have the bonus the first year, but still it is a solid card where you get 5% cash back in certain categories. Oftentimes they're pretty much similar to the Discover It card. It can vary, and that's why some people have both the Chase Freedom card and the Discover It card. I have just the Discover It card because from the last video that I did talking about all my credit cards, I talked about the Chase 524 rule, and I have surpassed that, so I am not qualified to apply and get approved for the Chase Freedom card, because I have applied for more than 5 credit cards within 24 months. So I will automatically get declined. So that is a tip for people that are just starting to build their credit and they have a good credit score, because you don't need to have excellent credit, but you need to have decent credit to get the Chase Freedom card. So if you want that card, apply for it early so that you don't get locked out with applying for it because of the Chase 524 rule. Okay, so I've been talking about the credit cards I have, and as you know, with my YouTube channel CreditFast, I talk about other credit cards too. So if you're looking for information on how to build your credit or different credit card reviews on different credit cards, make sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification. And while you're at it, please hit the like button. It helps me a great deal. All right, the next one is my American Express Green Card. I used to have this card, so this is kind of a word of warning to anybody who decides to get this card, because this is a charge card and you need to pay the whole balance off every month. They changed things a little bit now where they can break down the payments now. You have to sign up for that, but generally speaking, a charge card, you need to pay the whole balance off every month. And back when I was younger, I had this card and I didn't take it seriously. I figured, well, you're getting your money, and I wasn't even late. I paid 30% of my balance, and then I would pay off the rest the next month, and then I did that for like a few times, and what ended up happening was they canceled my card. Even after I talked to somebody on the phone, I'm like, if I pay this off, will I get my card back? Oh yeah, you will. Well, no, I didn't. they canceled my card, and it wasn't even that I ever missed a payment. I just avoided at times making the payment in full. So if you get a traditional charge card, take it seriously. I did. I got this one I got this one in 2017 because it says customer since 2017. And since then, I have been following the rules and everything's been great. So this card I got because I do like the classic look of this American Express green card, but my end goal is to get the American Express Platinum card, which has a hefty annual fee. That's why I don't have it now. And I talked about in my last video, I only have one credit card with an annual fee, and it is this green card. And so the plan is I am going to later upgrade it to the Platinum card, but right now it makes absolutely no sense. So I've been holding on to the green card year after year. When I do more traveling and business trips, then the Platinum card, you get a lot of perks when you travel. So I'm going to upgrade it later. They've offered me the upgrade, but because I knew I wasn't going to get full value of using the Amex Platinum card, I did not take that offer. And especially now with everything that's going on, many of us are not traveling that much. But I've been really happy with the Amex green card, and they've kind of revamped things in the last year or so. So it's even a better card than it is, and I'm going to hold on to it. Now, when people upgrade their charge cards either to the gold or the platinum, your account number will stay the same. It will remain the same. Just your expiration date and security code will change. Now, sometimes people get this card and they don't want to pay the annual fee anymore. You can switch to another card, one of their no annual fee cards, but that is a credit card. And when you do that, and this is what I've heard, I haven't done it because I didn't want to do it. When you do that, then your credit card number changes. So remember, charge card, the number stays the same if you upgrade. If you product change to a credit card, your actual account number will change. Okay, so one card that I really wanted to get, but instead I'd get a lot of these other credit cards in the mail, the less popular ones that have high annual fees, not secured cards, but you know them. And I didn't want any of those cards, so I kept ignoring those letters until I finally got the letter to the card I really wanted, which was the Citi Double Cash card. And this is a great cashback credit card for everything else that doesn't fit in special categories. Because if you have certain credit cards like the Discover It card and the Chase Freedom card, you have the potential of earning 5%, and that's great. But sometimes what you're buying will not fit into any category with any credit card. So that's when you can pull this card out and get 2% cash back. I talked about my Capital One Platinum card, which I really like and I still use. And I said one of the things I liked about it is that you can redeem rewards at any time for any amount. So if I had $5.33, I can redeem that, do a statement credit, no problem. So basically with Capital One, any amount you can redeem your cashback rewards, but you get 1.5% cashback on all your purchases. But with the Discover Double Cash card, you get 2% cashback on all your purchases, which is better. So this is why I like using this card. But if I have a complaint about it, is that you have to take out your cashback rewards in increments of $20. So it's just not as straightforward as the Capital One Quicksilver card, but in the end, and if you use this card right, in the end you're going to get more cashback rewards. So this is definitely a card that I've been happy with, and you should get it if you have the opportunity. Okay, so the next credit card I'm going to be talking about is actually a type of credit account, a line of credit, and that is PayPal credit. Now there's two versions on this. There is a PayPal credit account, that's what I have, and then there is a PayPal MasterCard. There is a difference with this card because with the MasterCard you get a plastic card that you can take anywhere. The PayPal account is more goes through when you use your computer. And one thing a lot of people don't know, a PayPal account number is basically starting with the number 5, and if you don't know this, MasterCards start with the number 5. So I'm not exactly sure if in some way this makes it a MasterCard. I doubt it, but it does start with a number 5. Okay, so the thing about the PayPal account is that it was issued by Comenity Bank, and you could use the Comenity Bank shopping trick to get approved for this card. So you can no longer do the shopping cart trick because it is no longer issued by Comenity. So the shopping cart trick is over with that. So you're probably wondering, how did I apply for the PayPal line of credit using the shopping cart trick? How do you do that with PayPal? Well, actually, back when you could, you would visit ebay.com, follow the similar steps. I did that, and I got the pop-up, and I got approved for it. So in total, I've been able to get approved for 2 lines of credit using the Comenity shopping cart trick. Even though in my article I showed that I got more pop-ups, I never went through with those applications. But with the Sportsman Guide Visa and the PayPal credit account, I was able to successfully execute the shopping cart trick. I'm really glad I got this account, and I still use it a lot, but it might not be the right type of credit account for you. I have a business running this whole thing, this whole kit and caboodle, the website and the YouTube channel. I really like this line of credit. It works really well for me, but it might not be ideal for you. It works great for me because I have a business. I have CreditFast.com and I have this YouTube channel, so I have to buy things to keep everything running. So the PayPal line of credit has been really helpful to me because if you spend $100 or more, you automatically get 6 months 0% interest financing. So when I have to make purchases for my business, I can spread over the payments and pay everything off before the interest would start. So this has been a really important line of credit for me. So all you small business owners, you may be interested in getting this account. So here's the thing. One reason you may not be interested in this card is that I've never seen it. There aren't any rewards with this. So this is specifically for somebody who would be buying things online and might need to spread over payments over time. If that is what you need, then I highly recommend this account. But if that doesn't fall into your lifestyle, your needs, then you probably don't need to get this line of credit. But for me, I'm still here doing all of this, and the PayPal account and the one I will be talking about last has really allowed me to continue and let my business grow. So, the next credit card. Okay, so the next credit card I'm going to be talking about is the Fifth Third Trio card. I am not really too happy to talk about this card because I have issues with them right now. So those issues are my own, and I am not discouraging anyone from getting this card because if you really think about it, there are many credit card companies that are out there that lots of people are happy with, but you can't make everyone happy, and Fifth Third has not made me happy. But, you know, maybe I'll get over it. I don't know. But for the most part, it's, you know, still an okay card to get. If you want to learn more about it, I did a review video. I don't want to shine up their praises too much since I'm kind of feeling a little contempt for them right now. But overall, But overall, if you get this offer in the mail, it's, it pretty much works like other credit cards. And the one thing I'm going to tell you, the positive that I like and the reason I got this card is that one of the rewards is that it offers 3% cash back on dining. So when I'm not using the Discover It card third quarter 1, 2, and 4, you only get 1% cash back on dining with your Discover It card. So this is when I use this card because I get 3% cash back. I know I'm really happily endorsing this, but honestly, outside of my own issues with this card, it's basically okay. Okay, so this card is the Commerce Bank Visa card, and I don't have any issues with these guys. This is a smaller bank. It operates in certain states in this country. It does not operate in my state, but I got a letter in the mail for a pre-approval offer, so they do offer it to people outside of the states that they operate physical branch locations, and it's sometimes nice to give a smaller bank a chance, and I did with this, and they didn't. Everything's fine. The reason I got this card was that they offered a long-term 0% interest. I forgot, but it was over 12 months. And as you know, I have been building out my business, the website and the YouTube channel. So this card helped me make purchases and then be able to pay them when I could afford to. And that helped me grow my business. So I have nothing wrong, nothing to complain about with this card. And it's called the Special Connections card. It is a reward card, and you can earn rewards with it. So this is definitely one to look into. All right, so if you have this card, tell us in the comment section whether you like it or not. It's a smaller bank. So I'm just saying, it's good to support a smaller bank. Okay, so I have already been griping about the Fifth Third Trio card. Well, I have another Fifth Third card, and I'll be griping a little bit about that one. It's not the issue that I had with the other one. This is kind of a small issue that I have, but since I'm kind of annoyed with the other card, I'll tell you what annoys me about this card. Well, this card is the balance transfer card. So obviously I told you I'm building my business and I use credit cards strategically to help me grow my business online. So I made some purchases and I wanted to do a balance transfer, so I went to Fifth Third. I decided to get a balance transfer card. So as far as the balance transfer card works, it's fine and everything. They didn't do anything to annoy me other than the fact that the credit line was really low. It was kind of almost pointless. It was only $1,000. So it didn't really help me that much. Setting everything up was fine and everything, but this card was not extremely useful to me, and it has no other function to it. Now, from what I do know is that Fifth Third will product change cards for you, but I already have the Fifth Third Trio card, so after using this card, it's not something that I would product change to Trio. And from what I remembered the last time I looked into it, they didn't have anything else I wanted to product change to. So while the whole application and setup process was no problem, the credit line was. It helped me out a little bit, which it was okay because I was able to get things in order, so I really didn't need as much as I had originally thought. But if you decide to get this balance transfer card, you might get a low limit considering the purpose of having a balance transfer card. So keep in mind. So it didn't really help me out too much, but again, maybe you would get a higher credit limit, so it could work out for you. And everything I said, yeah. Okay, so my final say about this card is okay. Okay, so we're finally talking about number 15. And number 15 is a credit card that I'm actually proud to have because it is my one and only official business credit card. Why I'm so proud of this card is that it has my company name on the credit card. And that makes me so proud of everything I've been able to do, because in the grand scheme of all of this, in credit card sites, I am the little guy. And it felt so official to get a actual business card. And I've liked this card a whole lot. It's been very useful to me. There is no annual fee with this business card. And I'm not exactly sure if they offer this one anymore. But the interesting thing about how the reward system works is that it's very similar to the Target Red Card. The Target Red Card gives you a straight 5% discount, and basically this does too, but it's not 5%. It's usually 3% within, a special category. But this has been a really helpful card to help grow my business. It had a good 0% intro. And I was able to grow my business to get to where I am today. And not only do I have this card to thank, but I have everybody who watches my videos and visits my site to thank. I have a special thanks because my videos have been viewed more than they had before. And it's not because of everything that's happening and people are staying home longer. The factor that has increased is my overall watch time, and that's because people like you decided to watch my videos longer, and that is the key factor in YouTube, watch time. So I thank you for all the watch time, and I hope to do better for you in the future, giving you information on different credit cards. Also, my site CreditFast.com has also increased its traffic. And now Google is slowly giving a little bit more organic reach with my site. So people are finding out about CreditFast without YouTube. And I'm really happy about that. And I thank everybody that reads the articles I always talk about, because what helps me when you read those articles is that Google actually, and a lot of people don't know this, I'm sure you can figure with YouTube, they measure how long you're watching videos, but Google also measures how long you stay on a person's site, and if you go look at different pages, and that kind of signals to Google whether that content has been valuable to the person visiting the site. So those analytics, those metrics have increased for me, and I have you guys to thank for it. And I guess I'm leaving this part at the end of the video because I'm not being fake about how I feel about this, and you're only seeing this if you actually wait till the end. I am truly appreciative, and it's not just some kind of thing to get my viewers to watch my videos longer. Honestly, if I wanted to do that, I'd do it way in the beginning. But it's been an amazing experience going through having my blog, starting regular content in 2017, and then starting in 2018 regular content on YouTube. It's been incredible, and I never forget that it's made possible by you guys. So I sincerely say thank you. It's a dream come true for me. So with that, that's the end of the video. I thank you so much for watching all my credit cards, part 1 and 2. And before I start editing this video, I have to make sure that I talked about all the credit cards I was supposed to talk about, because I'll be like really aggravated if I have to go back and shoot another segment, because I don't shoot these where I live. So I hope I got it all right. But until then, make sure you like and subscribe and check out these videos here. Thank you so much, and until next time.